Morning sky, feel what's on the wind. Find the perfect water and hope the day won't end. Tune into the outside from the inside once again. Listen to the thunder and watch an eagle soar. We call it living inside the great outdoors.
Good morning. This is Joe Castaway Colas, and I'm still around.
I can't believe it.
And you're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors on a still not sun up Sunday morning.
Okay, this is Dr. Norm.
Is it?
Yeah?
You sure?
I'm the consigliere here
You
of the
forgot
show.
your hat. You look different.
Well, the girls all tell me I look better.
Yeah, and you got some new beard going.
I got some beard going here.
That's a weird. That's
I
weird
told you
looking.
what my wife said.
Yeah,
I
go
said,
get your hair cut.
No. I asked her. I said, "Do I look better with the beard or without the beard?" And she said, "Neither."
Yeah, there you go.
And
I'm the enforcer, Big
Yes,
Daddy.
yes, he is.
I see you got a
I've-
little
I've
cold.
got a
going.
And
little-
you're Big
I've
Joe.
got-
You're
I'm
the
big-
leader of the pack.
leader of the pack.
He's the
Father,
Don.
the
Yeah.
Don Jose.
Don Joe Coolis.
Oh,
Don Joe Coolis.
the boy got a
I
bunch
come
of
to
stuff.
you with very much respect on this wedding day of your daughter. I
What?
sound like Luca Brasi.
Oh,
You do. You kind of look
Luca.
like Luca
Yeah, that's true.
Brasi.
yeah.
He was a snappy dresser, that's for
Yes,
sure.
he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want him
I don't-
sitting
I don't
behind
even-
you in the car, though.
No.
You know.
No. Oh, I'll get in the back seat. No, you won't.
No.
Yeah.
I'll get in the trunk. Save you a
Yeah.
trip.
Right. A couple things I see that was pretty cool is they had their spacewalk. The investor guy, the billionaire.
Wasn't really a walk. They stuck their head out the
Well,
door.
Float.
but here was the thing
They
about
don't
it.
walk in space. They just float.
Right.
Yeah.
But here was the thing about it. It was testing these new suits that would make space travel to Mars and other places. That was, I guess, the whole reason behind
All right.
this new kind
That's
of
the
suit
next.
they have.
That's the next big project. Billionaires on Mars.
Yeah. But it was pretty cool
I like
that
this
it
voice.
worked.
I could sing the open to the Ida Joe's song today.
Yeah, I guess you're. Yeah.
Ida Joe.
Yeah.
Good morning. This is the ghost of Castaway Coolest. Oh, sore throat all night long. Ribbit.
Yeah.
How
Ribbit.
did you find that? Wow.
Yeah. We got a whole file on you, Joe.
Oh, but that was
Yeah.
cool that it was safe and it worked out. So that was good. And the how's you feeling?
Huh?
How are you feeling?
Good.
The back
That's
and
well, my back hurts, but I'm a little bit sore
from
yesterday.
catching all them fish.
Catching all those fish. Oh my gosh.
That the best thing
I haven't
you ever
had no, not the best I ever had, but it was up there. It was
Really?
one of those days where,
Yeah.
when you go and you catch, either you get skunked or you catch a couple,
Yeah.
and which is fine. That's part of fishing. But
Yeah.
this was one of those days where it was like every cast,
Wow.
and they were slabs. They weren't. I only caught like two that were less than 9 inches long.
Yeah.
Everything was over 10.
Why?
I have no idea. There must have been a school of big fish that moved in that were chasing bait.
And it wasn't weather. You can't figure out why it happened.
It was bluebird skies, sunny and hot. And you're thinking in the middle of the day, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't early in the morning. It wasn't in the evening. It was like lunchtime. But it was lunchtime for the fish. It was unreal. And they were.
Minnesota?
Yep.
Did you film?
No.
Oh,
I had to put up one at the same spot. It's just lots of crap. I was too busy catching fish. I
Yeah.
thought about it. I had the camera sitting right next to me, and I'm like, nah, I'm just going to fish. I'm just going to fish and have fun. It was a long week at in the salt mine.
was it
And, oh, yeah, lots of
anything good, interesting?
stresses. Huh?
Anything in? Oh, stress.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I had a great story, but it got deleted out of the system. So,
wow.
because they don't let me edit things. I can go shoot things and do interviews and all this other stuff,
Yeah.
and then I have to do other things. You have to go to this multiple shooting and see dead bodies laying everywhere.
Did you see it? Dead
Oh,
bodies?
yeah, of course, right next to me.
You're kidding.
No, it was
I
right
don't
there.
think I
got
have.
there before they put the sheet over the lady. It was terrible.
Oh,
You know, domestic violence is a bad thing.
was that shooting suicide?
Old Brooklyn, yep.
Yeah.
4 people shot. Why, you ask? Because they were arguing over a vehicle.
What?
A car.
Why-
Actually, it was a truck.
What?
But guy just went nuts, arguing over a vehicle. And
What-
he
what-
took
why
out his
did
2
he-
guns and started shooting everybody, and the person in the car got shot, and the person in the car's girlfriend got shot, and another person got shot, and
In my old
he
neighborhood,
ran in the backyard and put one in his brain. So there you go.
Oh, young, huh?
Yeah, it's 20s.
Oh,
It's like, what are you
jeez.
doing? It's a car.
probably arguing over a Chevy S10 or something. You know?
It was, I don't know what kind of a vehicle it was. It wasn't anything, but still, it doesn't matter. You could be arguing over the most expensive car in the world. Are you going to shoot somebody over it? Why would you do that? I just don't. It's just this hopelessness that people have to be in control, and if I don't get it, nobody gets it. It's like it's just this. I don't know.
What was this-
It has absolutely, for those who are thinking politics, it has nothing to do with who's in the White House or who's not in the White
Well,
House.
who would even
or
suggest that?
anything? People say that all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, the liberals. It's like, no. These people have no hope. It doesn't matter. They have nothing else in their lives
Oh.
except their self-importance and feeling that they're in charge.
Yeah.
You see it all the time, and that's why people get in trouble all the time.
What was
The
it?
bad thing is when you're dealing with people like that,
Yeah.
and you're just the regular Joe bystander
Right.
that gets caught up in it just out of being in the wrong place at the wrong time,
Yeah.
just because of dumb, bad luck. And
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
What was the story that was good that got bumped?
Yesterday in Cuyahoga Falls, this was actually a cool story, and I really was not happy
Yeah.
with my employer, and I let them know it. But you got to give me time to finish the story. It's like I can go shoot it and do the interviews and
Yeah.
put it in the system,
Yeah.
and you got to give me time to finish the story
Yeah.
because, and then it's just like, oh, well, it's not, oh, well, because, when you call people and they take time out of their day to meet you and actually
Yeah.
help you tell the story.
Yeah.
And it's not about me. I don't feel bad about me. I feel bad about them
Yeah. The people
because
that-
they
yeah.
gave up their time.
Yeah.
And it was a story about panning for gold
Really?
in the Cuyahoga River
Wow.
in downtown Cuyahoga Falls. And it was very interesting. The mayor of the city, Don Walters, who he is sort of a hobbyist. He experienced it on a vacation where they had gold panning, and he thought it was really neat.
Yeah.
And they showed him how to,
Yeah.
with the pan and
Sift it.
and
Yeah.
get all the big stuff out and
Yeah.
then wash it because all that's left is the gold in the bottom. You get all the silt and the sand
Yeah.
and the stuff washes out, but the gold's heavy and it stays in the
That's
bottom of
why.
the pan.
Okay.
And on some vacation somewhere, he actually panned up some, and he found color in it, the little flakes, flecks of gold. So, but the Cuyahoga and a lot of places in Ohio, there's gold all over Ohio.
Really? Rocky River.
Yeah. It was brought down in the glaciers, and then when they retreated, all the glacial deposits have gold in them.
Yeah.
And, you just got to find it.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people do, and a lot of people, it's a great little hobby. There's clubs and groups you can get into, and they have meetups. And I talked to a couple, a husband and wife that are in the club. I actually talked to the mayor of Cuyahoga Falls, and he came down to the river in downtown Cuyahoga Falls. First time this ever happened. He's the mayor of the city, 60,000 people. He takes off his shoes and socks, rolls up his pants, and walks out into the river and starts panning for gold. And I interviewed him while he was standing in the river.
Wow.
First time I ever interviewed an elected official standing barefoot in a river. So,
yeah.
I may have interviewed somebody in waders before, but not barefoot.
Yeah, okay.
And it was funny. I was like, "Ew, don't, because in that area there's a lot of, old industrial stuff and glass and I'm thinking this guy's gotta be, don't cut your foot. He's, I'll be all right. So,
wow.
And he went out and was, doing a little demo and stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess it was a really good event. They had a couple of folks, experienced folks, prospectors, I guess you would call them.
Yeah.
But they showed up and did like demos for people, and people got in the river and were panning for gold. And I guess somebody found some color.
Yeah.
And they said if anybody finds anything, they were going to give them a trophy.
Yeah.
And there's a young gentleman that got a trophy. So
wow.
Evidently somebody found something.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun hobby. I mean, you're not gonna find $1 billion.
Well, it's like you were talking about the guy that goes and digs up where the outhouse was and collects.
And the bottles and
stuff. Yeah, bottles and seeds.
It's the same thing with basically the gold prospectors, and they'll find some gold, and there's some people that found nuggets.
Yeah,
but you have to be very careful because there's lots and lots of regulations, and a lot of places you can't go. I mean, you can't go down in the national park and start panning for gold. You're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
And you can't go in. There are places you're going to get in trouble if you do it. If you have private property access and permissions and all that other stuff, that's different.
So it's like fishing or hunting.
Yes,
you got to have.
There are some very strict rules. There's things about mineral rights and everything else because gold is a mineral.
Oh.
And you have to be very careful.
So probably be a good idea if you're interested is join a group. So then you go and you know.
Like the group. What is it? The Gold Prospectors Association of America. There's a Buckeye chapter, and they have cookouts and like camping get-togethers where they do prospecting on private property. They have some private property access in like southern Ohio, and some deposits down that way, and they get together and they talk and they share information and just
stories. And...
it's like people, like-minded folks get together. It's like having a fishing club or a hunting club, or something like that. So it's just even they say, we found gold and stuff like that, but we're not going to get rich over it. It's it's fun, It's like fishing. But you're fishing for gold. You still have to go through the process to figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's where the fun is.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
It was neat. I wish the story would have made air because, Friday the story was on Cleveland.com, and I made a very, very good point of telling everybody that works at Channel 3 in any capacity of news management that Cleveland.com did the story, but we would have beat them if you wouldn't have deleted my stuff.
What story?
The gold story.
Oh, someone did the story.
You got it.
Oh,
and that is one thing that burns my britches.
Yeah,
is when I have a story idea and they go, who cares? And then the next day it shows up on another channel or another outlet.
Yeah.
And I get what's the word? Grumpy.
Sure.
And I make a point to say,
I mean,
I
they
told
hired
you so
for a reason.
I told you so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we should have listened.
Yeah,
Then,
right.
Then why don't you? Because you keep doing it over and over and over.
Oh God, that's got to be hard to.
It's frustrating.
Hard
The
to work
frustration
under
level.
those conditions.
Yeah. And then they say, "Oh, there's a cat up a tree in Newton Falls." Go. Oh, that's a good story.
Yeah,
anyway.
Right. Wow. Well, let's take a short break and then we'll be back.
I'm off my soapbox.
There you go.
And so castles made of sand fall in the sea eventually. A little Indian brave who before he was 10 played war games in the woods with his Indian friends. And he built a dream that when he grew up he would be a fearless warrior, Indian chief.
Hey, it's time to fill your freezer. Stop by and see Dion's Meats at one of their 2 locations. They're located at the West Side Market, or you can go to the corner of Pleasant Valley Road and York in beautiful downtown Parma. Dion's offers a wide variety of fresh local pork, beef, poultry, and deli meats. They also feature a select line of fresh veal and lamb products. Here at Dion's, our mission is to provide only the best quality of products, selection, and service. In business for over 10 years, Dion strives for customer satisfaction, 100% quality guaranteed. We have local products delivered to us fresh every day. With over 28 varieties of fresh sausage, we have something for everyone. Don't know what's for dinner? Let us help you decide with our specialty line of oven-ready products. Dion's prepares everything on-site with fresh, natural ingredients. Dion's Meats, Westside Market, and in Parma.
Coming to Sandusky this October 24th, 25th, and 26th, the Midwest Crappie Alliance presents the Sandusky Shootout and Crappie Expo. Crappie professionals from all over the country will converge on Sandusky to fish the bay and local rivers for America's favorite panfish. Weigh-ins will take place at the Shelby Street Boat Basin. Don't competitively fish? Check out the free Crappie Expo at the Cedar Point Sports Complex. Boat dealers, electronics, rod makers, and many, many tackle manufacturers will be on site to help you unlock one of the best-kept secrets in Ohio fishing. For entry information and all the tournament details, stop by MidwestCrappieAlliance.com. That's MidwestCrappieAlliance.com.
Our family has a little Halloween tradition that the kids absolutely love. They're out trick-or-treating with Henry, their dad. Meanwhile, I took a quick trip to Discount Drug Mart for marshmallows, chocolate bars, and graham crackers to make s'mores, and hot dogs to roast over this fire I made. When they get back, we'll gather around the fire and pig out, and the kids can tell me all about trick-or-treating. Then Henry will tell ghost stories. Truthfully, I think he loves it even more than the kids. Discount Drug Mart saves you the runaround.
This segment brought to you by Cat's Cray Outdoors, located in Sebring, Ohio. Their production facility and shop is there for your plastic baits and hard bait tackle needs. Check them out at castcray.com, also on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok.
Welcome back to the Senior Inside Great Outdoors. It's starting to get a little brighter out there, and it's going to be warm again. Well, at least this week it won't be. It wasn't warm; it was hot. It was in the 80s, high 80s. This week's going to be in the 70s, which is fine. Color is coming on unbelievably fast and
It was a little
early.
windy last week, you know?
Yeah. So somebody.
there's a breeze.
There was a breeze this
Yeah.
morning. Did you notice that?
But this whole week looks like it's going to be all light winds, 7 mile an hour. So it'd be good conditions to get out on the big lake and do things. But somebody wanted to hear more. I don't know if I'd say complain, but more about hunting. And I told him the only thing that's hunting now is squirrel and dove, and there's very few people that really do both. It's really special. I love squirrel hunting. But it's hard to even deer season isn't that far away. It's hard to get into it when it's still summer. You know,
Yeah.
hunting,
Yeah.
you relate
Squirrel
to.
especially because there's so many leaves on the trees.
It's hard to see the
You
little
can't see 'em.
buggers,
Yeah.
you know?
When
Right.
when the leaves start to drop in late October, early November, that's the time because you can
Because
see
then you
'em.
really get to enjoy
And it-
your surroundings.
Right.
Because you're not in a green forest full of, here's a big thing, full of mosquitoes.
Yep.
Okay?
And we'll talk a little bit. I hate to, sound like a broken record, but I'm going to talk about mosquitoes a little bit later too.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And
But anyway,
the ticks are still out there. The mosquitoes are still out there. In some areas of our state and in some areas of the east and south, they're having big trouble with arboviruses and mosquitoes.
they said they showed an airplane that when people went to a swarm of insects, they didn't say what kind,
Mhm.
but they took off with them, and there's all these bugs are flying around. But anyway, okay, there is some good tips for school hunting because I do love it, and I think, and I'll post it on the website, is how to clean a squirrel, because if you shoot a squirrel and you don't do it till later in the day or the next day, it is a bear to get the skin off.
Yeah.
They're hard to skin. One of the hardest animals, I think, to
Yeah.
skin.
You have
there
to you
is.
have to do them fresh.
If
Like,
you
Yeah.
do them out in the field, man, they're like pulling
teeth.
Pulling a sock off
No,
your
if you
foot.
do it in the field
Yeah.
when they're fresh, it's like
Oh, they're easy.
real easy. But I'm going to post too. I mean, I've always done where basically you cut the head and the feet off, and you cut. It's a little bit tricky knowing where to cut, and I'll post the videos. But you just cut the tailbone off, but don't cut through the skin, and you can literally put your foot on that tail and pull it off like a sock.
Yep.
The other one I saw that I never heard about, which is kind of cool, is you cut the feet off, cut the head off, and cut the tail off, and then with scissors carefully cut a circle around the middle.
Yeah.
You don't cut the body, you just carefully cut the thing. And you can then grab it with two fingers and pull it like
Pull
yeah.
it apart.
Right.
Yeah, so I'll post those. Dove hunting, very few people dove hunt too, and you just
Most
got to
people
skin
cut. Yeah, they pull the skin off
the breast.
They cut off the wings and
right,
pull the feathers off the breast and cut the breast off.
right, and that's it.
carcass.
So
And
but
I've done that before.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I've dove hunted once.
Oh.
One time. Boy,
really,
it tasted delicious too.
yeah, but they're
doves are good.
you,
It's a big deal down south.
It's a
oh
lot
yeah,
of-
because they
but
got a lot of them.
Dealing
They got
with dove hunting and it's I would say it's work. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you gotta get a bunch of doves to have
Have a meal,
a meal.
Yeah.
right? That's the problem. But the
What's
but the
limit
other
on
complaint
doves?
was,
15?
huh?
I think
15?
so. Yeah,
Yeah, squirrel is 6.
six.
Yeah, but but I love squirrel hunting. But the other
You love
kind of-
squirrel eating too.
that's why I like the hunting. I want to utilize what
Yeah.
But so the other complaint was the gentleman doesn't have a lot of land and don't have chickens, so you didn't want to hear about it. Well, the reason first of all, we, like Carl said, we kind of go with the flow. We don't know what we're going to talk about. Well, things
Yeah.
lead us, callers or whatever, or one of us has an idea and brings
Like
it up.
talking
But
about work this week. and
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff like that. It just
We just
there's
go
no
with it.
script.
But it's
Yeah,
we
no,
try. Okay, here's what we try to do. We try to have something for
Licking
everybody.
the spoon. I just have to. Every weekend, Norm or myself or somebody brings in some
Goodies.
whether it's cinnamon rolls or croissants, sticky buns, or
Croissants are the
Norm
best.
brought in I don't know what this is.
Sticky buns.
It is delicious.
Oh my
And
God.
the icing on it is, it's covered with icing and it's
Yeah.
dripping all
The
over everything.
Big trick is those.
He's licking the spatula he used to cut
Yeah.
it up.
The
'Cause it's
tricky
covered
thing
with
is
icing.
not to be talking though when your mouth's full. That's not.
That's
good.
true.
So
That's
anyway,
hard to do sometimes.
Yes. So but here's the thing. So why I talk about that is so that there's somebody might have chickens and people don't have chickens, but they're interested in what it takes to raise chickens.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. and or with the land, it's a lot of work to try to accomplish. But I don't want to say I'm bragging, but I'm really maybe proud. I think that might be it. I think I'm proud that I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
That I am more like a 70-year-old, and I can do these things, and I'm just blessed to have the chickens. I'm blessed to have all this land that I want to do something with. If you don't do nothing with it, it's like looking across the street at all them trees. Oh, yeah, there's trees. But what's there? Where are the baby turkeys? Where are the squirrels? Where are the, catching? Boy, I'm catching.
Well, we always see deer over there, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Or we see coyotes over here every once in a while.
That's right.
And stuff. And
But I caught 4 raccoons and 2 skunks this week. And
the skunks have been moving. They've been out.
Yeah.
And then I got pictures. There's still more raccoons because I did lose a chicken. Something cut its head off, which is usually a raccoon
Yep.
that just bites his head off and goes away. Could care less. That's, Anyway, so I'm trying to protect my chickens. So it's all this stuff, but it's also keeping busy. Otherwise, you're sitting in the house watching TV, listening to the radio, and that's not good.
Well, we like when people listen to our show.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got to listen
Yes.
to the radio.
Yes, right.
Especially Sunday morning. It's a good time to listen to the radio.
It's even when there's feedback like that, when people are saying, I'm looking for more hunting information. Okay.
Hey, call in, though.
We'll go there.
Yeah.
But we'll listen to you.
Sure.
It's not.
Ask us a question. Call in. We'll be glad to answer.
Shoot us a
if
message on
we can
the
answer your
the
question.
book
Yeah,
face.
or call the engineer in. You don't have to be on the air. Call him and say.
And if you don't have it, that's fine. Just you can send an email. You can do whatever. But this is all about listener involvement, and
right,
we appreciate it.
And if we're not getting calls, we've got to talk about something. So.
Yeah, we got over 200 years of experience here.
But I'm really happy that I can do it, and I'm really blessed that I got all this land, and I got these implements, and everything worked to be able to do it. So, but we try to do. But like you say,
well, it is interesting because
I want it to be interesting.
I think people want. I think there are a lot of people out there that listen to the show to hear what it's like because they don't experience it.
Right. It's like what you just talked about. Nobody, how many people can relate to it, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
And Doc, and about what the things you say, and about the mosquitoes, and about the birds, and about this
the
and
diseases.
That. Yeah. We want it interesting that people, they don't have a lot of land, but what does it really take to do it? Oh, I didn't realize this and that. Or with the chickens, that's a lot of work. You got to go collect the eggs every day. I'm finally getting rid of some of the older ones. And so a gentleman came yesterday. He's going to start listening to the show. And the guy earlier in the week, same thing. He came and got some. But I'm worried. I got to get somebody to help me. How am I going to catch these chickens? We use nets and we use a special leg thing. And, and I'm worried. I couldn't get anybody to come help. You don't know the person that's coming. Will they be of help, or are they just there to pick it up? And so I'm thinking, oh, cool. When I go in to feed them in the evening, when I go get the eggs, I got to take treats, and so I either give them bakery or I give them corn or oats. I can't open the door because they fly. 160 chickens fly to the door, and I can't open it because they're against the door.
They're blocking you.
So I open it a little bit, and I take some donuts, and I throw the donuts so they get away. So I'm thinking, and then I throw them corn and oats, and they're in their glory. I thought, whoa, that's what I'll do. So what I did is I took a bucket of oats, and I went in when I finally could get in, and I would throw them so they're not watching me. I just picked them up. It worked out so easily. So you never know. But it's a project. And the problem when you got 160, you can't walk in there because they're under your feet. You got to shuffle your feet, And it's odd, too. If I have an egg that's bad, I'll just drop it on the ground. Gone. Yet they'll lay an egg, and they don't leave, and they don't touch it. It's really interesting. So anyways, hopefully we'll keep everybody interested And if you got questions,
Yeah.
like I said, call the engineer if you don't want to be on the air and say, hey, what about how do you do this or how do you do that? So we try, and you can't please everybody all the time, but hopefully some of the
listener
people,
driven
most of the time.
most of the time.
Yeah, so. And that will take a short break because we've got Dale from Independence. Probably tell us how his chicken roast went. And Michael Bray's on there. Tell us how about perch fishing. So anyways, we'll take a short break and we'll be back.
Like a castle in his corner in a medieval game. I foresee terrible trouble, and I stay here just the same. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh yeah. I don't wanna do your dirty work no more.
We are in studio once again with our friend from Empire Window Company, Bill Gardner. Bill, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about you, Bob?
I'm doing well, but not as well as I think some of your new customers are going to be doing. Let me make sure I understand this. You are offering a house of windows for $3 a day, a house of siding from $6 a day, and a house of windows and siding together for less than $10 a day. Is that right?
That's right, Bob.
I don't understand. I mean, you're talking about a house of windows or a house of siding for about the same price or less as a cup of coffee a day.
With the weather changing quickly, there really couldn't be a better time for these type of specials.
Yeah, and these specials are pretty unbelievable, though. I hope you're ready. I hope you got staff hired to take all of the phone calls you're going to get. The phones are going to be ringing for a deal like this.
I look forward to working with your listeners, and we'll be ready. We've been doing this a while.
Over 60 years in business, right?
That's right, almost 65 now.
Wow, that is incredible. Incredible pricing, incredible service, and incredible install as well. I don't know if there's ever been a better time to call for windows and siding. Call 855-76-EMPIRE. That's 855-76-EMPIRE. And to log on at EmpireWindowCompany.com. Hey, Bill, why do you do this?
Because you deserve a fair price.
Do you enjoy a good story about hunting or fishing? Then you need to get your hands on Tales from the Trails, the real-life adventures of Castaway Coulis. Take a journey around the world with Joe as he recounts some of his best hunting and fishing trips, from Africa to Alaska, from behind the Iron Curtain to Australia. You can share in his memories through the book, complete with pictures to take you on the journey. It's a trip back in time looking through the eyes of an outdoors legend. Order your copy today on Amazon or at castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-839-8484. 800-839-8484. 800-839-8484.
This segment brought to you by Splashed Hydro and Powder Coating. Protect and beautify with Splashed. For more information, check out their website, www.splashedhydro.com.
Welcome back. This is Inside the Great Outdoors. Sorry about the guys that I hit it wrong. I bumped a button and knocked everybody about. How's Mike doing?
Good, sir. Good, sir.
¿Qué pasa, Senor
Back here.
Popa?
You're back from your trip?
Yes, sir. That was a great time, man.
Good.
It was relaxing.
Hey.
Not many chances to get through 10 days and do nothing. What's up?
Did you hear the show down there?
I couldn't get the streaming part. Sometimes if I could get Wi-Fi by the pool, I could get it a little bit, and I just yeah, it was kind of cool because because T-Mobile works just as well, almost as good down there as it does up here. So they have that. But no, hey, it was a great time. And a matter of fact, I got a call. I sent a message from somebody else on the Church of Perch that was on like the next resort over. He was out fishing, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's neat.
And no, hey Joe, I gotta give you a hand, man. All that land you take care of, all that stuff you do. I've got this little, I don't know, 100 by 150 lot over in here, and I can barely do the weeds in the front. If you look from the back side of my house, shoot, I can't. The back side looks like a jungle. I'm glad nobody's back there to look at it because they'd be complaining.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Maybe I'll get it. I don't know. Well, it's probably right now. The frost will get it before I do. Just kidding. But, no. So anyway,
your wife still must be asleep. You're talking about not weeding.
yes, right. As long as I get the front done, where the HOA ladies won't get mad at me, and that's all I care about.
Yeah.
But
you went perching yesterday, didn't you?
Did go perching yesterday. We went out there. We they had the Tea Garden Classic going on there. You weigh your top 40 in, and shoot, we couldn't get 28. We left out of McGee East. You could go anywhere from like Vermilion West. So funny part about it is we're where they had been nailing them, and we couldn't get them to go. Beautiful day, and the winners that come out of here and then go down to Cranberry 2 years in a row. Now, it's hard to get them down there. You only get 10 down there. So we had 3 guys in our boat, so the max we could get down there was 30, so we went against it. The guy dropped out half minute. So that's why we went that way. But the guys who went down to Cranberry got their 40, and they got 40 last year. It's the same time of year, and 40 perch for almost 24 pounds.
Wow.
So
nice perch.
That's good. Yeah, big perch. And one was a 14-incher, yeah. They got big perch, too. But it's funny because we're all running down to the, where they've been getting numbers and everything else. And, yeah. Northwest Kelly's guys got some big ones up there, too. But beautiful day. Yeah, glad we had to get off when we did because 2 o'clock, man. We heard from some guys out there got real sporty real quick.
Yep.
But that's all I know.
That's fishing.
That's all I know. That's fishing.
Yeah.
Right.
Good.
But going back to what you're saying before, that's just I hats off. I mean, all the work you do, you're Energizer Bunny, man. You don't stop.
Well, I think it's I know it's important to stay busy. You got to have stuff to do and not just sitting on a couch. So I think that's and I'll mention that's when I go into the doctor. Went to see the heart doctor this week, and she agrees it's important to stay busy as you get older, and it's hard, and you got to push yourself,
What if you stay busy sleeping?
Yeah, well.
That's not very busy.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I appreciate the nice words.
Yeah, well, real quick, I work at Ford, so our life expectancy after our 30 years isn't that great for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I tell everybody that retires, man, the guys that make it are the guys that don't go home and sit on the couch.
Yeah.
The guys that the guys that go out and do something, keep busy.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys say I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to go home and.
No. And this,
thing.
and like with these orders of the stuff, I have to go to the post office every day.
Got to get them in the mail.
I got to do this. I got to do this. And if you don't got to do it, you ain't going to do it, and then you're going to sit around, and that's your demise. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good. All right. Well, good fishing.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for doing what you do. Talk to you later.
Thanks. See ya.
We'll see you.
All righty.
Hasta la vista.
Yeah. Well, how'd your cookout go there, Dale?
Hi, guys. I have a couple of chicken things around as bookends around another topic.
Okay.
The chicken dinner went excellent. We sold out. That was approximately 150 meals. I want to say thank you to the people from IGO that spotted my name tag and asked me, "Hey, are you the Dale?"
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so we got some of the IGO people, which is very nice.
Good.
Second thing, when you talk about the different topics that you people discuss, I got turned on to C.J. Box by you people.
Oh, good.
The number of interesting books he has besides the Joe Pickett series are interesting, and the Cuyahoga County Library stocks a lot of those on disc.
Oh,
cool.
So when you go on a trip, you pop one of those in, and like before you know it, you arrive and you're listening to a really only gotten through maybe a half a dozen combination of the Pickett stories as well as the other ones that he's written. He is really prolific when it comes to writing.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
He's excellent.
He's actually called the show a couple times.
Yeah.
Joe
Yeah.
Pio called the show a couple times.
Yeah,
Right.
And he was over at the Parma Library here one time.
Yeah, he had a book
years ago.
signing.
Yeah.
He had the book signing over there.
Right, and even if you read the books out of order, they're still very neat. The Pickett series kind of pivots on each other. So the hardest part is trying to get back in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
So item number 2, you talk about what you're allowed to have or not. I miss hearing the Billy items now, the ones with Norm or the other ones, particularly at hunting season. That one and some of the other ones. Do they belong to someone else that you can't play them?
No, we're just doing different things, but no, they're still
still
in the
around
archives.
They're
around somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy those periodically. They make me smirk at very least. And last of all, I wanted to let you people know that my granddaughter at the Stark County Fair sold her 2 meat chickens at the auction for like over $400. I think it was $600 as a 4-H project.
Nice.
Wow.
And that's something that people close to the main city may not be aware of.
Yeah, right.
Joe's going to join the 4-H now.
Back when he was a kid, it was 1H.
And they chipped it in rocks back then,
Yeah. Boy, that's good for them to learn about.
Yeah, he got a blue ribbon and cave painting his steer on the wall in the,
exactly.
in the cave.
Jealous.
Well, they have a whole variety of projects. I mean,
good.
Some of them cake making and decorating for kids when they're younger, and then as they get older. But that's the Stark County and the other counties, Geauga County, they're the counties that have these fairs. Lots of 4-H. It'd be kind of cool. Yeah. Maybe somebody that's involved in 4-H to talk about it on your show sometime.
Yeah.
That's a good subject.
That's a real good subject.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
good.
That's all I got.
Okay. Appreciate the call.
Thanks, Dale. Appreciate it.
Dale.
See you, Dale.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's I always like to watch in Summit County Fair. They have a 4-H, and they don't. It's not very big anymore.
What does 4-H stand for? Do you know?
The husbandry is one of them. Health. I can't remember. I'll look on the interwebs.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I can't remember. 4-H people know what it means, but I don't.
So there's 4 H's. Is that okay?
And
husbandry. Okay.
But the kids that raise chickens, they do a chicken washing demonstration, and they give their chickens a bath. And what they do, they wrap them in a towel and set them on the ground because the chickens love it. They're all clean and they're wrapped in a towel, and they're just like It looks like a little burrito with a chicken head sticking out of it. They just line them up on the ground.
As long as you keep doing it on mine, they run away. But they like to be held because you'll see all these pictures with the people that only have a few chickens, and they play with them all the time, like their dog or cat, and they'll hold them, and they like to, but they have to be brought to learn to like it, so to speak, by being picked up. Like mine, I got so many, I'm not picking them up, But
here we go.
Okay.
4-H stands for Head, Heart, Hands, and Health.
Say that again.
Head, Heart, Hands, and Health.
Oh, health. Okay.
HEALTH.
Okay.
Use your head, you use your heart, you use your hands, and use your health. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
It is. And there's like places like Summit County used to have a bigger 4-H footprint than it does now.
So you
because
join
a lot of school a lot of it goes through schools.
Schools, okay.
And
you join
and they have
it,
clubs.
right? You join it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like a club.
Okay.
And but a lot of places where the farms have disappeared,
Yeah.
4-H goes away. But
Sure.
4-H is a great educational. I mean, it really does a lot for those kids. It teaches responsibility, and it teaches you things that
How to win and how to lose.
How do I want to put this? Something that's going away.
Yeah.
Because, people, it teaches you where your food comes from, how to raise it, how to take care of it, and sell it at the auction.
What it takes,
Exactly.
takes to raise it.
In
the
an
work.
agricultural education.
Yeah.
Which is definitely going away.
Oh yeah.
But it's a great program, and talking to those kids, boy, they love those animals. They love taking care of them and raising them, and they'll do everything from chicken to sheep to goats to
cattle
and horses and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it teaches them all sorts of stuff. So
a lot better than just being on their phone.
Yeah.
I'm
going to start a fishing. I'm going to start the 4 Fs.
Okay, what are they?
I don't know. I have to figure it out.
Figure it out.
That's one of them. Figure it out's one of the Fs.
Oh God, we're past our time yet. Okay, well, we got to take a short break. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors on a beautiful sunny Sunday morning. So we'll take a short break and be back.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that want to own me, 2 that want to stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy.
For those that fish Lake Erie and are used to fishing with Dipsy divers, I think they've got to try my diver, Castaway's Magnetic Diver. And what's so neat about it, it's a magnetic release. So you don't have to fight with the problem with the regular Dipsies is that they'll trip. You got to bring them in.
Or sometimes they won't trip.
Or they won't trip. This is a magnetic release, so you let it into the water, and as it has slack, it falls and it sets and then dives. And then when a fish hits it, it trips it, comes to the surface and comes in. But the neat thing about it as well is you can fish with it. You can trip it. You can let it come up through the water column. You can reset it. So it's a great way to get a bait down and away from the boat. So it's Castaway's Magnetic Diver, but it's something if you're a troller you need to look into. It's a great product and a great way to make fishing a lot easier and a lot more productive. Order yours today.
Looking to get great aerial views of your home or property? Give the folks at Maverick Drone Services a call. Located in Akron, Maverick can help you with property management, deer recovery, even pet rescues. Any drone application you can think of, they can handle it. Even agricultural spraying and power washing. For more information, check them out on Facebook at Maverick Drone or call 330-351-2144.
Do you want to become a better hunter, a better angler? Then you need to subscribe to the best outdoor publication in Ohio, Ohio Outdoor News. 26 times per year, you'll receive the latest news and information that the best hunters and anglers utilize. Each issue keeps you in the know on timely season updates, like where the fish are biting, along with useful hunting tips from experts in the field. The detailed fishing hotspot maps are a must-have, as is the Ohio Fishing and Hunting Report, found only in Ohio Outdoor News. They also provide real coverage into the regulations that impact Ohio outdoorsmen and women. And you'll find pages of trophy photos that hunters and anglers like you have shared with Ohio Outdoor News. Best of all, it's all about Ohio. Take it from me, you're missing out if you're not reading every issue. To subscribe to Ohio Outdoor News, call 800-535-5191. That's 800-535-5191 for the best outdoor publication in the state, Ohio Outdoor News.
This segment is brought to you by Cozy Nose. With a simple pinch of the soft trim around the nose, the Cozy Nose Neck Warmer effectively blocks the warm breath from escaping and fogging eyeglasses in cold temperatures. For more information, check out www.cozy-nose-noze.com.
Welcome back. Listening to Inside the Great Outdoors on a beautiful Sunday morning, and we have all kinds of topics, and it is interesting.
I have the 4-H page on Wikipedia up, and there's all sorts of neat stuff. Develop citizenship, leadership, responsibility, and life skills of youth through experimental learning and positive youth development. Agriculturally focused organization. Focuses on citizenship, healthy living, science, engineering, and technology. And their slogan is "Learn by doing."
Ooh,
which is big, and that's very big.
Yeah,
because there are a lot of people
that's the way you learn
by doing.
That's the way you learn.
Yep.
You know, look at Carl. He's just learning how to catch fish.
Yeah.
Well, I put my Merlin hat on, the one with the little stars.
Yeah, the moon and stars on it.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you your horoscope for today.
Oh, the horoscope.
The
okay.
horror.
Virgo.
I'm a Virgo.
You're a Virgo. Although this is a wonderful day to schmooze, Carl, this is also an excellent day to boost your earnings or improve how you work. Tonight, guard your pets. Don't go to Springfield.
Oh, jeez. Guard my pets.
That was another bunch of baloney, you know?
The stars never lie.
No.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Sagittarius.
Yes.
Okay. Today, a friendship could turn romantic. Don't look at Carl that way, Joe.
Wow.
Whether this happens or not, it is a marvelous day to, again, schmooze with friends as well as members of groups tonight. Avoid accidents.
Ooh. Okay,
and I'm Aries. This is a marvelous day to socialize. Make an effort to enjoy some special time with your main squeeze. Are you listening, Mary Lou? Tonight, someone unusual.
Wow.
I better watch it. No more horoscopes. That's it for the show.
Oh, jeez.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I tried. Get myself into trouble.
So, did you watch the horror last weekend on Sunday? They called it a football game. I think it was a fiasco.
They look like they were,
like they were practicing.
They were practicing. And it's like they don't use the preseason to do anything.
Because they don't want to get hurt.
They don't want to get hurt. So what happens? They go out in the first game and they're playing at practice speed, and the other team's playing at full speed, and the players get hurt. And that's what happens. I mean, and it's been this way for years. I got to shake the rust off. You know what? You're supposed to be an elite quarterback, sir. And
$270 million.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed, yeah, right.
And he used to be the highest paid, and now he's not.
Really?
But, I'm telling you, I think with everything he went through his court problems and continuing
Tell
court
me
problems,
that don't work on your mind.
He is a head case.
Yes.
He is not there mentally to concentrate on the game, and he just doesn't have it.
And it's understandable. I mean, if you had something like that, you couldn't work. You'd
be going crazy.
Exactly.
And it's just but you
after a
when
while
you say,
you start one or
I don't
two.
feel like playing today.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it. I
Well,
don't feel like
and
practicing. My shoulder hurts.
Well, yeah, the
My arm
practicing, but
hurts.
you're in the game. Do you give it that little extra to do good, or you give up, sort of, run out of bounds? That's not.
And the other thing, when they get down, they give up.
Yeah.
The defense doesn't play good. They start taking plays off, and you can tell.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was, they start booing, and it was interesting. They asked Garrett, what did you think about the fans booing? He said, well, they had the right to. We were playing terrible. He didn't say, oh, well, no, they shouldn't. No, he saw it. He said he's on the sideline watching it. He sees it up close and personal. So
he's not that athletic anymore either. He used to run the ball and all that stuff. He's afraid to run it,
Right. And he's afraid to get hit.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't want to get hurt. And he doesn't, and he's played with his messed up shoulder. It's like, okay, that's fine. But he's just lost his motivation. He's lost his spark to
lost his
push
mojo.
it, to stay focused and everything else. And you can't, he's just not good. He's just not good.
No. So it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens today because they're playing the Jaguars.
I think today, if he goes out there and starts doing the same things he was doing
last
week, they're going to bench him.
Yes.
They're going to pull him
and
early.
They should. Yes.
And say, sit down.
Yes.
I mean, it's crazy.
I think they're afraid to. But they're going to have to.
Absolutely. But they don't want to. Well, we traded all of this stuff away for him, and we have to play him.
Yeah. And
it's like, okay, if the guy doesn't want to play, he's not going to play.
Right.
Because he's not there.
And
he's a mental case.
And the rest of the players see it.
And then they get,
right.
Why should I bust my tail when he's out there or saying, oh, I don't feel like it. I don't feel.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things in life that we don't feel like doing,
Sure.
Especially there. I'm sure there are guys like Michael Bray. There are days where he doesn't want to get up at 2 a.m. and go to work.
Right.
Because it's work.
It's work. Right.
And he ain't making no $270 million.
Right.
He only makes about $150 million.
Yeah.
As the Pope. But no, I'm just kidding. It's a slap in the face to, the base of the Browns fan base is working class, blue collar folks.
And they are among the top
fans.
Country.
Always,
country.
They always stick with this team.
In the country, they're the top.
And it's like, it's to see it every year and every game. It's
put up
just
with
that
it, put up
slap
with it.
in the face.
How many quarterbacks have we had? How many coaches have we had? These other teams have one, and we'll have 27.
And now they want a new stadium.
Yeah.
They want to move out of downtown and, put. We'll put in $1 billion, and then the citizens and the taxpayers have to foot the rest of the bill.
Yeah.
And we did that 25 years ago, and that stadium is a dump. It was a dump back then, and it's a dump now.
They should have put a dome right away. They could have had, other stuff.
They did it on the cheap.
Yeah.
And rushed it and everything else, and it's horrible. And now it's like, oh, well, I guess look for some. No, I won't go there.
Yeah.
But it's almost time for a break.
It sits most of the time empty. I mean, it's just for 8 games and a few other things, and that's it. So.
Evidently, the Browns have told the city, "Oh, we'll pay for the demolition costs of the tearing down the stadium." It's like,
well, we'll get another artificial reef.
Yeah. There you go. Okay,
Maybe.
Well, we got to take a break.
Now they're going to use the remnants to build a sailboat center.
There you go.
There's another joke.
Yeah. We'll take a short break and we'll be back. Don't go anywhere, people. We're not. So we'll see you in 2.
C-O-L-A